Good morning. I'm Scott Semple. I'm the Commissioner of the Connecticut Department of Corrections, and I'm here with William Murphy, the Warden of the Carl Robinson Correctional Institution, to my right, and our partners in this active investigation, Enfield Police Chief Carl Robinson and Major Bill Cooer, Central District Commander from the Connecticut State Police. There are facts and details pertaining to this active investigation that I am unable to speak on at this time, so as not to negatively impact this very fluid investigation. Although our investigation is very much in its infancy, we acknowledge vulnerabilities that have been identified within our security practices. What I have come to tell you is that yesterday, Sunday, January 7th, at approximately 3:15, a routine facility count at the Carl Robinson Correctional Institution revealed that inmate Jerry Mercado was unaccounted for. Carl Robinson is classified as a medium-level facility. Escape protocols were immediately enacted, which included ceasing all movement at the facility, entering into a lockdown mode, and notifying local and state police of the security breach. Enactment of the community notification system, CT Alert, took place immediately. This is the first sentenced term of incarceration within this escapee's history. Jerry Mercado is classified as a low-level offender. Mercado is a 25-year-old Hispanic male from Hartford. He is 5'4" and approximately 140 pounds with black hair and brown eyes. He was serving a 3-year sentence for burglary third, and his release date is 1/9/2019. Mercado has a visible tattoo on his left temple area and a large tattoo on the right side of his neck that reads, "Time waits for no one." Public safety remains our top priority, and we are looking forward, working diligently and cooperating with external law enforcement to locate and apprehend Mercado. Our agency's fugitive unit under Parole and Community Services is also engaged in this search, and we are asking that anyone with information on his whereabouts to please call 911. Simultaneously to the ongoing efforts in the community to locate and detain Mercado, the agency's security division is partnering with the Connecticut State Police to investigate the events leading up to this escape in an effort to identify any security vulnerabilities that may have contributed to this incident. In addition, and as a precautionary measure, we are examining security protocols at each of our 15 correctional facilities across the state. To our knowledge, there are no other security threats. Again, public safety is at the very root of our mission and will continue to take precedence. Moving forward, we will ensure timely communication as relevant updates are received. I want to thank you for being here this morning, and I'll be taking questions in a few questions as necessary. He had escaped from, he did not breach the outer perimeter of the fence line, and we believe that a motor vehicle was involved. We're still investigating that.
How did you say he doesn't breach the fence line, but he's left the facility?
There was no physical breach in the fence line. It stayed intact, and we believe that there's a vehicle involved.
Okay. So it looks like he left in a car then?
There was vehicles on the grounds of the facility that were doing routine maintenance work, and there was also another vehicle with our contracted provider to provide garbage collection. So we're in the midst of still evaluating that now.
What time was that?
Somewhere around noon.
Did he have help from anybody else?
No.
What's the description of the car that police were taking him?
It was a van state vehicle that was on the grounds, and there was also a garbage truck. I'm not sure who the provider is.
So either a state vehicle or a garbage truck?
Yes.
Have you guys been working with that trash company?
We've already made, we have a fairly good idea of the circumstances We need to validate the information that we have in hand. As I indicated before, it's an active investigation, and we need to get some confirmation on a few things.
Do you have any guesses as to any assumptions as to where he may have run onto at this point?
We believe he's in the Hartford area.
So did he take the van or garbage truck himself, or did he hop on it and someone drove through the gate?
We have no knowledge that he was able to drive the vehicle.
And how many head counts a day do you guys have?
About 1,500 offenders at this facility. It's a dormitory constructed facility. There's no cell living capacity with the exception of a few cells that we use for different type of purposes. But primarily it's a dormitory constructed site.
You said you've acknowledged some security flaws. What's the biggest one at this point?
I'm not at liberty to get into the details of that yet with this investigation.
So do they count once in the morning, once in the afternoon, or how does the head count work?
This facility has a number of counts during the course of the day. For security reasons, I don't want to get into the details of what time those actually occur.
In what situation would he have been around vehicles? So it's a recreation time, or how would it be?
That's still being determined at this juncture. But we do acknowledge that there are definitely some security breakdowns that we are evaluating, and that's the reason for the review here at this site and additional 15 sites. But there is no threat to the public currently. There is no breach to the outer perimeter of the facility, but there's definitely some security breakdowns.
So is it believed that he was an unknown passenger in one of these vehicles?
We don't know.
Are there any persons of interest in whom he may be trying to contact?
I can't get into the details of that, but we believe so.
What makes you believe it's in the Hartford area?
That was just based on the intelligence reporting that I had received yesterday afternoon and further intelligence briefing this morning.
So why wasn't the count done at noon?
We have a number of counts that occur during the course of a day by protocol, and they normally occur within close proximity to the time dedicated for that purpose. So we don't have a count at noon, is what you're asking, but we do have counts periodically throughout the day, and they're consistent.
I just want to make sure I'm clear on how he went out the door in the van and garbage truck. So did he stow away on something? Did he hop in a vehicle? Or we're not sure who he went with?
He did not drive a vehicle. We're examining the potential that he was a stowaway underneath the infrastructure of the vehicle itself.
Was he having any problems here at the correctional institution? Was he having any quarrels with any of the other inmates that would incite him to leave?
Not to my knowledge.
Can you talk maybe a little bit about sort of the resources that you guys have available? You have a fugitive arm of the parole. Like, what do you have available to track this guy down? I mean, I understand that they're pretty well trained and pretty good at this. Obviously, escapes from prison facilities like this aren't common, but maybe from halfway houses or other facilities it's a little bit different.
So, I mean, I think the key here is that we're taking a collaborative approach. So we have resources such as the Fugitive Task Force. These are parole officers. They've been specifically trained to apprehend folks that we may be after, but we're also collaborating with Connecticut State Police and local law enforcement officials. So this is a very comprehensive attempt to apprehend this person as quickly as we possibly can.
When was the last time someone escaped from the facility?
1992.
How quickly do you guys notify the public on this? I mean, I saw some alerts from the town of Enfield specifically that were timestamped at 5 o'clock, which is, you guys said noon, this was made a realization. I mean, someone can cover a tremendous amount of ground in 5 hours.
So there's a number of issues that we're evaluating in that regard. but at one point in time, we needed to make confirmation that the person was not still on the grounds. And with a facility of this size, with 1,500 inmates, and a campus of this size, it does take a period of time before you can make that determination. But as soon as we were able to identify that escape did occur, that's when we did the appropriate notifications.
Is it safe to say the garbage truck or state vehicle did not know that he was trying to get under or on the vehicle to drive away? No involvement by anybody else?
I'm not at liberty to give details in that. I don't want to speculate at this juncture. It's still an ongoing review. All set?
Actually, I heard some stuff on social media. People were saying that they saw him jogging down Shaker Road. You guys looking into that at all? I mean, obviously pretty busy stretch of road here. After you get past some of the commercial stuff here into the neighborhood, so I don't know. There's a lot of eyes and a lot of obviously speculating minds from Enfield. What would you have to say to that?
We have gathered intelligence in that regard, but we don't have enough information to put that out just yet. But yes, that has been discussed.
Okay.
Are the drivers being interviewed of both those vehicles?
There are a number of folks, both staff of the agency, public, and other types of folks that we're interviewing along with law enforcement entities as well. We all set? Thank you very much.